Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna make an attempt to make another video, and I put it that way because um, the content of well, it's one verse that kind of fascinates me, but I gotta give a lot of. I'm not sure if I'm gonna how I'm gonna go about to start this video off. Kind of like the what video was it? My people perish for not lack of my people are destroyed for not lack of knowledge. That video. It's the same thing. Like it's like I got so much to say and I don't know where to start. Um, I think I'm just gonna start with the verse that I like a lot, and it's funny because I found it easy. I don't even anyway. It's Genesis 3:8. That's the verse. It's Genesis 3:8, and this is what it says. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. So what's going on here is Adam and Eve they already ate of the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge, right? They already ate from that tree, and they're hiding from God because their eyes have been opened. That's what, as a matter of fact, their eyes have been opened to evil. That, to sum it up, that's basically what it says in the previous verse. This is what it says, verbatim. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God amongst the trees of the garden. What fascinates me about this verse is that I'm one of those people because I know somebody, and there's a lot of people like this guy. Nothing against him. All you need is to have faith that you're going to heaven, knowing that you're giving your life to God. All you need is to know that you're in right standing with God. Having said that, it makes me mad when of course I don't express it. I feel like I got a good poker face when it comes to anger. Like I don't know about actually playing poker. I don't know if I have that good of a poker face, but I'm saying like I got a good poker face. Um, I got a good straight face. If I'm angry, I'm not gonna express it because, especially if we have a disagreement over how we see the word. That's something petty. You know what I mean? All you need to know is that Jesus died for you, and that you're saved by His blood, and that you're going to heaven, and that you need to give your life to Him. That's all you need. Anyway, having said all that, I know this guy who a lot of the miracles in the Bible, he kind of doesn't take them at face value. He believes that a lot of the miracles were like he believes that they're kind of fictitious, like myths, like fables, and he no doubt he believes that these fables have a lot of wisdom, a lot of spiritual, godly wisdom in there. But he believes that they're stories, you know, and I'm someone who believes that everything in the Bible is valid, is true, and it happened. The story of Jonah and the fish, I believe that happened. Just the way the word says, I believe that these are all miracles. Um, because like where does it end? Do you start believing that we were formed from apes, and then you know what I mean? It like where does it end? And I just believe that every miracle in the Bible really did happen, just the way the word says. I don't believe that they're myths or fables or that it's mythology. I don't believe in that. I believe everything in the Word happened. As a matter of fact, there's been scientific breakthroughs that have proven that the Bible is so accurate to the T that archaeologists have proven that Christian archaeologists have proven that the Bible is accurate. That the Bible is the most accurate historical factual book ever written. Anyway, man, I got way off track. I go off on my tangents, man. Anyway, so that's what fascinates me about this, because I believe that this really happened, you know? And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. Adam and Eve heard that. Heard the voice of God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. And that's very descriptive. That, I mean, they heard the voice of God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. Maybe if I keep saying it, yeah. No, but that's that just fascinates me. You know, I mean, it leaves me speechless. I don't know how to explain it. It just, can you imagine? It maybe I took on too much with this verse, because I don't know how to explain how it fascinates me. I mean, well, back, I know in the Garden of Eden it didn't rain. The rain didn't exist in the Garden of Eden. There was like it says in the Word, like in chapter 1 or so, there was like a mist that rose from the ground. It rose from the ground, and that's how everything got watered. There was no rain, no nothing. Rain didn't exist until the days of Noah, when it rained on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and it flooded the whole earth. It didn't rain. That was the first time it ever rained. And so in the Garden of Eden, there was like, when it was time for everything to get watered, there was a mist that rose up from the ground. And I mean, just imagine being that close to God. That's what I think that's what amazes me. You know, because some people have heard the voice of God. You know, some people have heard the voice of God and stuff. And Moses spoke to God like we speak to each other. Moses actually saw God. But Adam and Eve, they felt the presence of God walking in the garden of the cool of the day. That's what fascinates me. I mean, that's a tight relationship, you know? I mean, and they were innocent like children, you know? Well, up until they ate from the forbidden fruit, they were innocent like children. You know, that they were completely blissful, walking with God in the garden, and I bet you it wasn't the first time that they were walking with God either. Yeah, I just love that verse. I don't know if there's any spiritual profoundness in this, in that I can convey in this verse, but I'm just making a video of it because I want to reflect on something that fascinates me in the Word. Among many other verses, you know, this verse fascinates me. You know, can you imagine just walking with God, so much so that you hear him walking in the Garden of Eden? I mean, that just blows me away. That floors me. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the same chapter where they eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, I think that's it. Man, I love reflecting on Genesis, on the beginning of Genesis, where the first three chapters, you know, the first chapter is where was creating everything. The second chapter is where God created Adam and Eve. And the third chapter is where Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden fruit. So, yeah. All right. That's it.